Hello and welcome, my name is Akira and this is my Let's Play series of Europa Universalis IV where we are playing as Ottomans. And we are of course playing in the Mare Nostrum expansion that just came out this Tuesday. Anyway, in a couple videos ago we went to war with the Mamluks and we lost basically all of our manpower, and this means that our army is composed of almost half mercenaries still, so we do need to take a break, and that ties in nicely with the fact that I really want to be completing the third level of this administrative idea, so we can get millets and adaptability, and then get bunch cheaper cores from now on. So that's kind of the idea. We just hang back for now. Build back our army, build back our manpower and such. So we're gonna hang back for a little bit, and we actually took away all of this unrest just by placing our army here on half power. We discovered an agent, we have a conversion that's successful, and we have a salt crisis. Rumors are sweeping the country. There has been a shortage in salt production. Although we have tried to squeeze these rumors, people are certain there will be a salt crisis soon. So less efficient production. That's not nice. Let's convert Sidon to be Catholic. We don't like that. And we have Jerusalem finally on our hands. This of course gave us an extra missionary, which is nice. And it's time that we buy some military tech. Nice. Which means that we get some new, not new infantry. Did we get? Yeah, we get new cavalry. So we changed out our Muslim cavalry, which had only 1 dot in offensive moral. For the Timariot cavalry have 2 dots. So only a minor upgrade, but I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. Right now we have some infantry combat ability, but I think that's temporary from an event, unfortunately. So Venice is no longer a valid rival. That probably happened because, they were forced to... they actually lost the war to Ferrara, and Ferrara took some provinces. That means that they are no longer a valid rival. We gave a tiny bonus from eclipsing them, but we now have to choose a new rival. So who do we want? Well, probably Hungary. We have a nice border with them, and we've already went to war with them. So let's do a rivalry with Hungary, which means no, we didn't embargo them. We didn't get to embargo them, so we'll just embargo Hungary. And we might as well send our diplomat here to build a spy network. Let's check out our relationships though. Pretty high. I think I'm gonna improve here, and then we're gonna call the guy back from Mamluks. Is there anything we can use all those money on? Fabricate some claims maybe? Oh, we'll just do that. Because as soon as you take your diplomat off, the spy network will decline again. So we might as well use the spy network when we have it. So we have a bunch of claims now. Very nice. And what with QQ? Can we do anything interesting there? We can support rebels. These guys would actually have a pretty decent chance of spawning, I think. Let's try this. We have a lot of money anyway, and I think we get some power projection out of it. No. Well, if you then. Let's insult them. We'll insult the Mamluks. Also didn't get anything for that. Weird. Let's send our missionaries then. And Crete got free. And they don't have any allies, and I can declare war on them. Nice. I think we will do this. Even though we are saving up points, I think it's worth it. It's a cheap province kind of cheap profits anyway. What about the other different islands here? So the knights, of course, are... Oh, this is still Venice. Still Venice. What about Corfu? Corfu is also free, so we could take care of them as well. So let's do that. Let's do it. Let's go to war. Yeah! Yeah! Go to war! So how is the economy looking? Right now we are paying nothing for rooting out corruption, so we can actually afford full army maintenance. How many transports do we have? 12. I guess that's okay. So let's declare this war. Declare war for Crete. And we need to sail down here to blockade the port. And we should be able to kill 5 troops with 12, even though we have a naval landing penalty. Go down to speed 2 so we can see this. Maybe speed up until we get there. Okay, so you can see we get a -2 crossing for doing a naval landing, and we get a -1 for terrain because this is islands. But I think we'll crush them anyway. Yeah, we're doing fine. Doing almost double casualties, even though we're rolling like shit. And we squished them. That was a pretty cheap war. So I'm feeling like I should probably... I'm just gonna keep them here. It'll cost a little bit extra manpower, but we'll be okay. And we can get this next core creation. Yay! So we can call this more easily. Now instead of 63, it will be 45! Awesome! Awesome, awesome, awesome sauce. I'll drink a victory sip of coffee. And let's go up to speed 4 because we're just sieging this down. Actually... Oh, there's some rebels there. But yeah, I'm gonna send the rest of the army to Epirus, and then once this is done we can go and take Corfu as well. We will have to pay 59 for Corfu, but that's alright. It's alright. Corfu is even part of a state already. And that was a quick siege. Nice. So let's call that. And Venice, you cannot get military access. Are you insane? Are you actually insane? Like actually? Ooh, and this just fell. So we might be able to get this easy. Let's get this naval diplomatic technology ahead of time so we can get some bonus to our corruption. What? Oh, it's not bonus to our corruption, but rooting out corruption, I guess. And let's take Corfu as well. Yay! Nice. So how does the siege look? Only have 820 men defending. So if we get a breach, we'll probably just assault. So Luca, oh, they were just forced out for money. Recall the diplomat, send one to Hungary, and do the whole nope, not counter, full spy network. Seems someone is at war down here as well. Mobs target unbelievers from across. Oh, just realized we're spending way too much manpower here. We can do like this. And let's get all of this out and get all of the infantry in instead, or the mercenaries, so we don't waste manpower. Anyways, mobs target unbelievers. From across the realm we have received reports of spontaneous acts of violence by Muslim mobs against unbelievers. There have already been several lynchings and more than one building has been put to the torch. The mobs are demanding the expulsion of all infidels, while the Jimmies have called for increased protection of themselves and their property by the state. So we can gain 25 piety or we can lose 25 piety. And I think we'll just gain it. Unbelievers have no place here. Haha. I kind of want to get their loyalty higher. Do we have a nice province for them we can give them? We'll give the Albania to the Jimmies. We'll give them 51% loyalty. Oh, like they have to get to 60. Yeah, that's probably a bit much. Yeah, that's a bit much. It's hard to make all your estates happy. It's damn near impossible, actually. Some more Ragusa land. So Ragusa is sending out this way now. I think this is new. That Ragusa sends to Genoa as well. Maybe I'm just wrong. But Ragusa is kind of... We can send trade from Ragusa to anywhere we would like. So we might, once we get enough power here in Ragusa, especially if we take Ragusa itself, with that nice coastal center of trade. Once we get enough power here, we might wanna change our trade capital to here and then send trade on from Constantinople and take it in Ragusa. But we do need, I would say we need to at least take Ragusa and Serbia, and probably also take most of these border states here before we do it, because right now we have basically all of the land in the node here except for this little land here. So down here we have like 78% control, so we don't want to give that up until we can have the same amount of power in Ragusa, of course. And we managed a conversion. And we have some rebels in some Syrian rebels in Aleppo. Oh, these are all Syrian. Well, we're just gonna raise autonomy. I don't want to be dealing with that. I don't really have the manpower to spare right now. Now they will go away. Oh, we'll probably just do the same with these other provinces. So I mean we'll get like nothing from these territories, but it's better than getting rebels. Oh no, our brilliant Master of Mint died. And I don't think we can get a new one yet. No, not for another 11 years. So we'll have to do with a +2 guy then. So do I want Yellow Prestige? So how is our Prestige doing? Yeah, I want Yellow Prestige. Prestige is so powerful. We have talked about it before, but it gives bonuses to so many things, so yeah. Prestige is awesome. Let's get this this war done then. Take Corfu, get some money. Bam! Done. And are we still having problems? No, not really. Just sent them to Constantinople. And Corfu. Ha 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 ha. That was a bad joke. I'm sorry. So, Provence just took a province from Genoa. Interesting. Provence is really ballsing in this game. No one wants to work. Fuck those lame ass people. I want money. By the way, let's use our money. Let's get some more manpower. 1,000 manpower here. That's huge. 500. 500. 500. 500. Manpower. Power of men. So now we have all the 500 provinces. I think this will be a 500 province once the last had a 600. And there was a 500 more. That was a bunch of nice extra manpower. We went up to 43,000 now. Awesome sauce. And I need some coffee. And we have a diplomat that's not doing anything. Might as well improve with our good friends here. Another thing that's a good thing to do is to improve with your neighbors. Why your neighbors, you say? Well, because your neighbors are the most likely people to join a coalition. But since we are overpowered and Ottomans and everything, we don't really need to be worrying too much about that yet. Because the way aggressive expansion works is that it's alleviated by distance as well as religion and culture and stuff like that. So we can attack into different religions, different cultures, different regions, different areas, and like basically we can just make sure that we never ever get a coalition. At least not until we are like expanding all the way out here, or all the way into Europe. So right now we don't have to worry too much about that. Anyways, a bunch of modifiers with the estates just expired, and they can only mean one thing. We can demand support again. So we probably need to call a diet first, or call a diet after, to get them back up on loyalty. And we'll do that with all of these guys. Demand some, grant some monopoly charters, demand some, give them some more loyalty, give them one more province, they'll give us 150. Can we do that? Could give them Athens, give them somewhere that has a lot of trade power. I think it's easiest to see like this. Give them Albania. And that means they are above 75, which means I can now demand 150. Yeah! And we can demand administrative. Oh, and we don't even have to give them anything, but we could seek support and give them 15 back, but that's not enough, so we'll just leave them here. And we got the other bunch of monarch points. Very nice. And one more peace deal, and granted generalship. Merchant guilds granted admiralship. So we can actually do those things again. Grant admiralship will give them 20 influence, and that seems fine. Add that to the trade fleet. Only have one maneuver, so not that helpful, but... And then we can do the same with the base. Do we want to give them... We'll also get a level 3 diplomat. Or we could get a army general. Let's do that. He's okay. Well, he's actually pretty good. 3 shock is pretty good, and a siege. So he's actually pretty good. I'm not gonna appoint him to the army yet, because if he's in the army, ahead of the army, then there's a bigger chance that he'll die than if he's just unappointed. Same reason why I'm not appointing. I don't have any. But if you have your king as a general, you shouldn't appoint him unless it's important, because there's a higher chance of him dying if he's leading an army, even if they aren't in a war, in a battle. So, still building a core down here. Still building... Oh, we built the core down here, and we can make it into a state, but there's no real reason for that, because we don't own the 2 other territories, or 2 other provinces in that state. Yeah, I don't want to be paying the administrative points at this point. More alliances. Let's take a look at how Europe are doing. So, yeah, I haven't shown this yet, but that's also part of the new expansion. Ireland got a huge overhaul. They got so many more provinces, so much more interesting Ireland game now. But England hasn't been doing much with it. Actually, they haven't been taking much territory at all. They are in a war with a couple of them now, right? Though Provence has done a great job. Castile hasn't really done much but the Reconquista. Although they have a personal unit with both Aragon and Naples, so they'll definitely be one of our biggest enemies throughout this playthrough, I'm sure of that. The Timurids are still a thing. India is slowly getting eaten by Vijayanagar. Oh, they don't have any annoying things. Can see, but barely seeming, but seems to still be a thing. Yeah. Anyway, it's about time I end this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, consider hitting the like button and subscribing. Hope to see you in the next video, and until then, have a good day.